The INFJ's weird energy is something that often sparks curiosity, fascination, and sometimes confusion in those who encounter it. This energy is not something that can be easily understood or defined in a simple way. Rather, it's a blend of traits, behaviors, and tendencies that create an almost mystical presence. INFJs are intuitive and deeply introspective individuals, and this inner world can often feel like a quiet but intense storm. They see the world through a different lens, one that is colored by their high emotional intelligence, empathy, and strong moral compass. This deep-seated awareness of others' emotions and a profound understanding of human nature often leads them to feel like they're operating on a different frequency. They tend to pick up on subtleties in conversations, body language, and energy in a way that others don't, which sometimes gives off an almost uncanny vibe. When they walk into a room, it can feel like they know more about the atmosphere than anyone else, even without saying a word. Their ability to perceive and absorb the moods of others is both a blessing and a curse, leaving them with a sensitivity that can be overwhelming at times. The weird energy, often described by others, comes from this heightened awareness. INFJs possess an aura of mystery because they rarely reveal all aspects of themselves to the world. They are private by nature, and much of their inner world is kept hidden behind a mask of social politeness. They are highly selective about who they trust, which creates an air of intrigue about them. People often feel like they're getting only a small glimpse into their lives, which makes the INFJ seem like a riddle wrapped in an enigma. This can be unsettling or magnetic, depending on how others perceive it. Are you an INFJ who is feeling lost and out of alignment with your true purpose? The INFJ Purpose Compass will help you find clarity, harness your gifts, and align you with your purpose. Click the link in the description of this video to get access now. One of the most striking elements of the INFJ's energy is their intense sense of purpose. INFJs are often driven by a vision of the future, and this sense of direction is powerful and unshakable. They are not content with superficial or trivial pursuits. Instead, they are always seeking deeper meaning and a greater purpose in everything they do. This sense of mission can be perceived as otherworldly or even obsessive. INFJs often feel compelled to make a difference in the world, to leave a lasting impact on those around them, and to help people in ways that others might not be able to. The weight of this purpose shapes their energy and influences the way they interact with others, making them seem like they are constantly moving towards something larger than themselves. Despite their serious nature, INFJs also have a creative side that is deeply connected to their intuitive abilities. They are drawn to artistic pursuits, whether it's writing, music, painting, or other forms of expression. Their creativity flows from their inner worlds and is often guided by a deep sense of empathy and understanding. They see beauty in things that others might overlook and are able to express this beauty in ways that others find profound and captivating. This artistic energy contributes to their weird energy, in that it's often unpredictable and enigmatic. Their works, whether expressed through art, writing, or even conversations, often leave others feeling like they've experienced something transformative, something that lingers long after the encounter is over. The INFJ's strange energy is not always positive or mystical. It can also be unsettling, especially when their quiet intensity clashes with the energy of others. INFJs are very selective in their relationships, and they often feel misunderstood or out of sync with the world around them. This can lead to feelings of isolation and a sense that they don't truly belong. The depth of their emotions, paired with their strong ideals, often makes it difficult for them to find others who understand or share their worldview. This internal struggle can sometimes manifest as a weirdness that others may perceive as aloofness or detachment. INFJs are also known for their incredible inner strength, which can sometimes be misinterpreted. They appear calm and composed on the outside, but inside, they often wrestle with their own thoughts and emotions. They are constantly processing and reflecting, striving to better understand themselves and the world. This internal dialogue and self-reflection give off a sense of depth that others can feel but may not fully comprehend. INFJs may also have moments of intense passion or bursts of energy that can feel almost out of character to those who only see their more reserved side. When they do engage, however, Their words and actions often feel deliberate and intentional, leaving a lasting impact on those around them. The weird energy also extends to their relationships. INFJs are natural empaths, and their ability to connect with others on a deep emotional level makes them feel like a safe harbor for many people. However, this intense empathy can also be exhausting. They often absorb the emotions and struggles of others, sometimes to the point of neglecting their own needs. This emotional labor, combined with their drive for personal growth, can make them seem like they're constantly changing and evolving, as though they're not quite the same person from one day to the next. This sense of flux can be disorienting for those around them, especially if they're trying to figure out where they stand in the INFJ's world. The paradox of the INFJ's energy is that while they crave connection, they also need time alone to recharge and maintain their sense of self. In many ways, the INFJ's energy is like a lighthouse in the dark, guiding, comforting, and yet elusive. It's a force that draws people in, but leaves them with a feeling that they'll never fully understand the person behind the aura. This aura is often seen as a combination of quiet strength and emotional vulnerability. INFJs carry an energy that is both grounding and ethereal at the same time, giving off an impression of someone who is deeply rooted in their beliefs, yet free from the conventional constraints that govern most people's actions. This paradoxical quality can make them appear as though they live in two worlds, the tangible, physical world, and a world shaped by their ideals and dreams. Another fascinating element of the INFJ's energy is their natural ability to inspire others. This isn't the kind of energy that commands attention or requires forceful persuasion. Instead, INFJs inspire through their actions, their quiet passion, and their unwavering commitment to their principles. It's the type of energy that makes people around them feel like they want to be better, do better, and contribute more positively to the world. When an INFJ speaks, their words often resonate deeply with others, striking a chord in places that most people are unaware of. Their insights, which seem to come from an intuitive and almost spiritual understanding of life, can leave people feeling awakened and more conscious of their own actions. This ability to inspire also connects with the INFJ's profound need for harmony. They are often the peacekeepers in their social circles, try to mediate conflicts and soothe tensions with their calming presence. However, this desire for peace can sometimes make them overextend themselves, trying to balance everyone else's needs while neglecting their own. It's an energy that seeks balance in a world that is often chaotic, and this pursuit of equilibrium can make the INFJ seem both wise beyond their years and, at times, deeply burdened by the weight of that wisdom. Their energy shifts when they sense discord, and they often feel an internal urge to restore harmony, even if it means putting their personal feelings aside. This is one of the reasons why their energy can feel both nurturing and heavy at the same time. They are constantly processing the energies around them, working to bring calm where there is turbulence. Another striking aspect of the INFJ's energy is the depth of their vision. While many people live in the present, the INFJ's mind is constantly focused on the future. They are visionaries, always considering the long-term implications of their decisions and actions. This forward-thinking energy makes them incredibly insightful, but it also creates a distance between them and others who are more focused on the here and now. They may be seen as dreamers, often lost in their thoughts, but in reality, their minds are simply working to create solutions for the problems of tomorrow. This future-oriented energy can sometimes make it difficult for others to understand them, as their concerns may seem too abstract or far-reaching for those who are simply trying to manage day-to-day life. However, for those who connect with them on a deeper level, this visionary quality is magnetic, offering a sense of hope and purpose that is hard to find elsewhere. INFJs also tend to have a strong sense of idealism, which, while admirable, can sometimes lead to frustration or disillusionment. They see the world not just as it is, but as it could be, more compassionate, more connected. This idealistic energy can sometimes clash with the harsh realities of life, making them feel like they are pushing against a wall. This internal struggle often manifests as a quiet intensity in their demeanor, as they wrestle with the gap between their ideals and the world they see. This energy can be contagious, however, as they often share their vision with others, challenging them to look beyond the status quo and strive for something better. It's this drive to change the world for the better that often makes INFJs appear as if they're constantly on a mission, with a fire in their hearts that never quite goes out. Interestingly, INFJs also tend to possess an energy that is both reflective and transformative. Their introspective nature means that they are constantly learning, evolving, and recalibrating themselves based on their experiences. Their personal growth is often a deeply spiritual journey, and they tend to seek meaning in everything they do. Because of this, their energy changes over time, adapting as they learn new things about themselves and the world. They are not stagnant. Rather, they are in a perpetual state of transformation. This ever-changing energy is one of the reasons why INFJs are often seen as unpredictable or enigmatic. Just when others think they have figured them out, they reveal another layer of complexity that leaves people fascinated and wondering what's next. It's as if they are always in the process of becoming, never quite settling into a single identity, but instead continuously expanding and evolving. At times, the INFJ's energy can feel like a whirlwind of ideas and emotions, but it's not chaos. It's a reflection of their inner world. They don't compartmentalize their thoughts and feelings in the way others might. Instead, everything is interconnected, and their minds are constantly at work, weaving together disparate pieces of information to form a cohesive whole. This can make their energy feel overwhelming to those who are not used to such depth. It's a unique kind of intensity that can either draw people in or leave them feeling exhausted. For those who can keep up with the INFJ's pace, however, it's a deeply enriching experience that offers a glimpse into a world that few others will ever fully understand. In relationships, INFJs often give off an energy that is both nurturing and intense. They are fiercely loyal to those they care about, and are often the ones who will go above and beyond to support their loved ones. However, this loyalty is not easily earned. INFJs don't open up to just anyone, and their energy remains somewhat guarded until they feel they can trust someone completely. When they do form close bonds, they give with an intensity that can sometimes be overwhelming for others. Their desire to understand their partners at the deepest level can create a bond that feels unbreakable, but can also make them vulnerable to disappointment when others don't meet their high expectations. This weird energy is ultimately a mixture of contradictions. INFJs are both dreamers and doers, introverts and leaders, emotionally sensitive and emotionally resilient. Their energy flows from a deep place of introspection, purpose, and empathy, but it also comes with the burden of navigating a world that often doesn't understand their complexities. This is what gives their energy such an alluring quality. It's a strange, magnetic force that pulls people in, makes them think, and leaves them feeling transformed in ways they can't fully articulate.